This is Bia Safira, TM85. A very black market. Dressed in a fitted t-shirt bearing the face of the American rapper 50 Cent, Samson Okenye leans on a shovel in Nyakweri Forest in southwestern Kenya. A 62 years old from the Rift Valley, he has a new gig for his retirement, having worked in a factory for most of his life. He is now chopping down trees and burning them of charcoal. He sells each bag the produce from his crude earthen kilns for 400 Kenyan shilling, about $4. Men carry it off on motorbikes to Nairobi, the capital, and Kisumu, Kenya's third largest city. Charcoal is one of the biggest informal business in Africa. It is the fuel of choice for the continent's fast-growing urban poor, who, in the absence of electricity or gas, use it to cook and heat water. According to the UN, Africa accounted for 3/5 of the world's production in 2012, and this is the only region where the business is growing. It is, however, a slow-burning environmental disaster. In Nyakweri, the trees are ancient and rare. Samuel Naikada, a local activist, points at a blacknut stump in a clearing cut by burners. It is perhaps 400 years old, he says. The effect of burning trees spreads far. During the dry season, the forest is a refuge for amorous elephants who come in from the plains nearby to breed. The trees store water, which is useful in such a sparse region. It not only keeps the Mara River flowing, a draw for the tourists who provide most the county government's revenue. It also allows the Maasai people to graze their cow and grow crops. You cannot spare the Maasai Mara and this forest, says Mr. Naikada. Short-term financial interests are doing just that. Most of the burners are not from nearby, where people are mostly Maasai. Instead, like Mr. Okenye, they come from further northwest. At the moment, the forest is commonly owned, but local power brokers illegally sell partial of it to the burners. The problem is the need for quick money, say Johnson Mopel of the Transmara Wildlife Scouts Association, a local NGO. Carcass are like hotcakes in the marketplace. Nyakweri is hardly the only forest at risk. The Mau Forest, Kenya's largest, which lies further north in the Rift Valley, has also been hit by illegal logging. Protests against charcoal trades broke out earlier this year, after rivers that usually flow throughout the dry season started to run dry. In late February, a trader's car was reportedly burned in Muingi in central Kenya by a group of youngsters who demanded to see the trade's permits. At the end of February, the government announced an emergency 90-day ban on all logging, driving up retail price of charcoal by 500%. to as much as 5,000 shillings a bag in some cities. The problem caused by the charcoal trade have spread beyond Kenya. In southern Somalia, Al-Shabaab, a jihadist group, found itself partly through the tax it levies on the sale of charcoal, sometimes with the help of Kenyan soldiers, who take bribes for allowing the shipment out of a Somali port that Kenya controls. The lodging also adds to this certification, which in turn causes conflict across the Sahel. And right belt below the Sahara, it forces nomadic herders to range further south with their animals, where they often clash with farmers over the most fertile land. In the power vacuum of the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, rim-penned stretch of Virunga National Park that threatens the rare gorillas, which tourists currently pay as much as $400 a day to view, even as it fuels the conflicts. In theory, charcoal burning needs to be so destructive. In Kenya, the burners are meant to get a license. To do so, they have to show they are replacing the trees they are cutting down and that they are using modern kinds that convert the trees efficiently into fuel. But admins Clemens Ngoriareng, an official at the Kenya Forest Service, the rules are laxly enforced. Some suspect that powerful politicians stymie efforts to police burners. In Nyakweri Forest, trade has slowed since lodging was banned in February, but Mr. Naikada does not think the prohibition will change much. In 2015, after environmentalists kicked up a fuss in the Kenya press about the loss of Nyakweri, a KFC camp was set up to protect the forest from loggers. The helicopter bus over the trees putting out fires. Yet by the end of 2016, after the Forest Service budget was cut, the camp had closed. As the dry season gives way to rains, protests will die down, and the new ban will probably be lifted, and then the lodging will start again.